Hello there guys, and welcome to your Rust update preview on the 10th of January 2019. I hope everybody had a great Christmas period and a happy new year. Now we are back with a little bit of development this week, but sadly there isn't actually anything to show you. This week there is less content in the game than when I made a video before the new year. Last week there was an update and it essentially just removed all of the Christmas updates. This week there's been a little bit going on, nothing really noteworthy, apart from these 3 new things that are going into the game eventually. We have some models for them, so I'm going to show them to you and just quickly talk about them. The first one here is the Minicopter. Now I believe just before Christmas there were a couple of commits that were pointing towards this. However, I wasn't quite expecting it to be this. It looks like it's going to be a slightly rustic miniature helicopter which will seat 2 people. It has a little engine there which says fuel, so I would imagine it will be fueled by low-grade fuel. But this, nor any of the other things I'm going to show you today, aren't actually within the game yet. They're all obviously on their own separate branches, so we can't actually see anything that's going on with it. Until this actually comes into the game or we get some more info, we won't actually know how it's going to work. Next up we have a new camera. Now the camera is currently in the game, however it can only be spawned by admins. Essentially all it does is lets you take a screenshot with an item. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with this. Previously it was just using a generic shop bought asset. So now it's actually getting its own model and its own asset, so maybe they'll actually implement something alongside with it in terms of functionality. And then lastly, we have a new model for the blood bag. Now this, if you have looked in your F1 menu, you may have seen, and this also can only be spawned by admins. Now if you played back in Legacy, blood bags were a thing back then as well. And they would be used to create small and large medkits. Now maybe we're going to see some sort of mix-up in the way that meds are in the game. And if that happens, maybe the blood bag will once again be reintroduced for making medkits. Aside from this, there's been a little bit of work going into the oil rig monument, which hopefully we will be seeing next month. And other than that, there's not really a lot to talk about. I hope you guys have enjoyed nonetheless. I'm sorry that there was nothing I could actually show you. And hopefully next week I will actually be able to show you guys a couple of things. Thank you very much guys. Have a good day.